This is a seat cushion that I got off Amazon for my motorcycle. I have a Honda VTR 1000F and I commute to work on it about 30 minutes each way. And after using this for the last 6 months, even in the rain, I'm going to tell you the positives and more importantly, the negatives so that you can decide whether this is worth getting for your motorcycle. First of all, let me give you the positives. It's super easy to install. You just remove your seat from the motorcycle, you put the cushion on, and then there are two elastic straps, one at the front, one at the rear. You just wrap them around the underside of your seat, do up the fasteners on either side, and tighten the straps. And you reinstall your seat onto your motorcycle and you're good to go. No exaggeration, it took me less than 5 minutes to do the whole thing. Now, more importantly, has it done its job in making my seat more comfortable? Yes and no. I like the design of the cushioning material itself, the honeycomb design and the material they've used. It's soft in that when you put weight on it, it compresses just the right amount, but when you release the weight, it bounces right back into shape instead of staying compressed. Mesh fabric that it's got over the top is great because it's really breathable, and even when it gets wet and soggy in the rain, the mesh fabric allows it to dry off pretty quick. Now, as for the no part, my bike is modified. It's raised a little bit at the rear, so that makes the seat kind of slope down to the front a little bit. One of the things that I was hoping this cushion would do is kind of level out the angle of the seat. And just because of the size of it, it stretches all the way back to where the seat slopes up even further and transitions into the pillion seat. So I have to limit my riding position to the front half of the seat, which is where it feels the closest to flat and level. Also, the edging they have around the base of the cushion is pretty hard. Those parts hitting my inner thighs, they kind of have some pretty sharp pressure there. That's not a big deal when I'm commuting to work because it's just half an hour each way, but on longer rides that does get a bit uncomfortable. Finally, let's talk about the negatives, the things you need to think about before you run out and get yourself one of these. The thickness of the cushion is going to raise your seat height just a little bit, so you might have to also adjust your controls. And if you're a shorter rider, it's going to make reaching the ground a bit harder as well. Also, if you're going to be doing any sport riding where you're repositioning your seat position while you're on the move, this cushion is going to make it a lot harder to slide around on the seat. And the cushion itself doesn't slide around on the seat, it stays put pretty well. And the other negative, it looks really tacky. That said, I do recommend this if you're getting it for the same reasons that I got it for. I'm eventually going to modify my seat. I'm going to take off the skin, redo the foam underneath, and probably put some gel padding as well, reshape the whole thing, and then reskin it. So this cushion works as a temporary solution to make my rides more comfortable until I get around to doing that seat modification. So if you're looking for something affordable that's gonna just make your ride more comfortable until you get around to modifying or replacing your seat, then totally go for it. But I wouldn't recommend this as a long-term solution.